Kane hopes that word of the previous campaign hasn't reached them yet, but yes, Father Kane of Mabaron.
He obviously has no idea where that is, and they exchange another look. We have been having a problem that you could probably help with if that's the case.
What seems to be the problem, good sir?
Just follow me.
Julianus nods.
Kane follows guard 1.
As they walk, they notice on their left a small schoolhouse. On the right appears what to be maybe a small park or little field for the children to play in. It's actually pretty nice.
Kane,
Nice, quiet little place.
Kane gives a little smile. It seems like a nice place.
It is rather quaint.
To their left, a small farm of sorts.
Probably enough to feed the schoolhouse during the day.
The guard kind of glances back and nods once. Yes, it's the children are actually learning how to farm. It's their experiments. They're doing quite well. My son is a natural. He walks proudly.
Oh dear, I hope they're doing better than mine.
Shin reaches up and grabs Kane on one of his shoulders. A chill runs through him.
Yeah, Kane notices whatever the fuck is going on to the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Julianus, grab the guard.
Julianus puts his hand on the guard's shoulder.
The guard freezes and looks over his shoulder.
My good man, could you perhaps inform us as to what has been transpired here?
Yes, that's where we were headed. He motions ahead of him at the house. The door is covered in bloody handprints. The blood is coagulated and clotted. It's old. There is the classic, the bar that sits in front of the door.
Yeah.
As a lock.
As a lock, yep.
Yeah. There's one of those, obviously installed, did not come with the house. They installed it recently.
Are you saying that
something is locked in there?
Locked in there?
Yes.
Okay. The way you were saying, I thought the door was open, the lock from the inside was broken. But okay.
No.
Yeah, I get it.
They installed the bar after whatever happened. He reaches up under his helmet and scratches his head. The best way I can describe it is possession.
Possession. By... what form does this possession take?
He looked normal. He looked fine until we were in church Sunday a few days ago, and in the middle of the sermon, he just stood up, started screaming. Couldn't understand what he was saying. He was screaming in another language, sorry. The guard takes a step back nervously as he remembers. Blood started pouring from his ears, his mouth, and he motions over to the scene in front of the church to his right.
Okay, to the right is the church?
That's the church, yes. Where the footprints are coming from.
Yep. Julianus looks at the old blood prints and tries to deduct what happened.
it would appear that the man, the possessed quote unquote man, stumbled out of the church. Seems he have fell and vomited nothing but blood all over the grass. The grass where the blood is touched is dead, including the footprints and the handprints.
Detect evil.
Roll, bitch.
All right. Roll.
Would that be a yellow?
Yeah.
Yes. Roll
Okay.
your divination. See if you want to lock it in.
Yeah.
I'll also roll my yellow as well.
I'll lock
Very
that
good.
in for my divination.
Yeah, Julianos, if you want to do it too.
I'll go random.
You're wild, okay.
Okay.
So, do you want to both cast Detect Evil? Or
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Both of you roll your Kane, you're locking in yellow.
Yeah, I'm locking in yellow as 5.
Do your D20.
Oh, okay.
Julianos, do your
One.
wild.
I need to do roll 1. Wait, no, that's a question mark, not a backslash. 1.
I'm assuming you don't want to keep that 1. You want to roll wild.
Yeah, no. Okay, so that's my. That's a 12.
That's your 20. And a 6.
All right.
Cool.
So I got an 18.
He's got 18, I got a 13. So we're both over 10.
So you're both over 10. Cool. Okay.
All right.
As the pair walk up to the what appears to be blood, they kneel down to take a closer look. The grass again is it looks permanently dead where this blood has splattered, including the handprints and the feet prints. Taking a closer look, Julianos, you can see something black swirling almost in the middle of the blood itself. Kane, you get a really bad feeling. You don't see it, but you can feel it. You can feel something writhing.
In the puddle?
Mm-hmm. And
does it feel necrotic in any form?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay.
Though it feels more, you would almost say angry, destructive. It wants to kill whatever it touches, but it can't do anything like this.
Spirit of rage, more likely.
Kane goes ahead and casts Blessed Weapon on his sword.
Okay, I'll give that one to you.
You'll give that one to me.
What are you casting? Sorry.
Blessed Weapon.
Okay. Yep.
And he just stabs at the puddle, stabs into the ground with the divine blade.
Like in the center.
Yeah.
Okay, the somewhat coagulated blood physically moves away from the weapon. It never makes contact with the blood. The sword goes straight into the ground, and there's a clear ring around from where the blood moved away.
It's sentient. He pulls his sword out of the ground. That's bad. That's very bad.
Julianos tries a dispel on the blood.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
This is of a unholy origin.
Yes. This I can agree with.
Oh, shit. Hang on. I spilled a drink.
You okay?
Yeah. Move.
If I was a gambling man, and I'm sort of am, what are the odds that this might have something to do with Chiturga?
I would doubt as much. Kane says almost,
Offhandedly.
almost confidently. You know he's not 100% sure, and he's making that obvious. Chaturga would never run from my blade. I've fought a few of their kind, but...
Oh, I see. Well, it's a good thing no one took my bet then.
Oh my god. Do you need a potty? Boomer, potty? Okay, come on. Hang on just a second.
Okay.
Oh.
While he's doing that, Julianos walks over to the guard and kind of asks, "So, what do we know of this man? What was he like before he turned? I guess you could say."
Oh, before?
Yes.
Shit, he was a great guy. He rubs the back of his head again. He actually helped out with the church a lot. He wasn't like a priest or anything, not like you guys, but you know, he would come over, he would go over and clean and help, you know, just keep it, you know, kept, replacing old boards and things
So
like that.
he was like a work hand. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Did he have any
kinda-
hobbies?
I'm sorry?
Did he have any hobbies? Anything that he liked to do when he was not working?
If anything, woodworking, carpentry, things like that. He motions, to this way. Hold on. This way, in this direction.
Yep.
Off in the distance, Julianos can see a cabin with what appears to be some kind of workshop next to it.
Yep, I see that.
That's our local hunter's house. Henry, the one who's possessed right now, he actually built that little shed for him, so he had somewhere to safely skin his deer and whatnot.
I see. And this Henry, does he go out of town often?
Oh no, not really. He would the most he would do was maybe wander off into the woods and gather supplies, you know, wood and things like that, lumberjacking. Though a lot of us do assume that it is connected to something that happened recently. He had a wife and they had a kid, but the wife died giving birth. And the child actually passed away not too long ago.
My condolences.
Okay, TLDR.
Too long didn't read. He was asking about the guy that's possessed.
Yeah.
And, you know, trying to get some information. The guy's name is Henry. He's a lumberjacker, work hand. He helped out with the church a lot. Real good guy. Everybody likes him. Had a wife who had a kid who died giving birth. Kid died not too long ago. Not even a week ago. And everyone in the town is assuming that it's somehow connected, but they don't know how. So.
Doesn't get out of town very much.
Can I get a non-combat roll for divination on demonology?
For connecting.
Would that be your blue?
Yeah.
Sorry,
no, this would be my yellow.
Yeah.
Actually, it could be under blue if I bullshitted it enough. But it's more Kane's knowledge on Christian or Neronian demons, Beelzebub and whatnot.
Yeah.
Would there be any direct correlations that he could make?
It's obviously a demon of rage, maybe even one of guilt or regret. If you're connecting the incident with the blood and possession and everything. So, though how it came to possess the man, you're still not sure. You need more information.
After the event in the church, was anyone harmed?
Whatever he started freaking out and bleeding all over the place inside the church, our pastor actually got up to do something. I don't know what, but maybe bless him or something. And Henry gouged out our pastor's eyes with his thumbs before running, and he motions to the church, the blood on the ground, and then the house with the blood all over it. He demanded that we lock him in. And
So he has somewhat control of himself. It's a weaker demon.
the guard kind of shrugs.
That gives us some form of leverage.
We've sent somebody out to go get help and haven't heard back yet. So, as you can tell, we're sort of a ways out, emotions around.
It may be rather uncouth for me to ask, but is it possible that I could speak to the father, or is he in too critical of condition?
The guard kind of looks down.
I understand, sir. Kane compares this experience to Roy.
Again, you don't know enough yet. You haven't seen the man or anything, so. I mean, the rage thing is similar, however, Roy doesn't have control.
All right.
Like the man does. Shin has been standing here with her hand on the door. She seems to be focusing rather hard.
Sir Julianos.
Yes.
Do you possess the properties to bless your weapon? Or is it...
I do.
Okay. A slight experiment. Gods are like magnets. I wish to know which one is more repellent. Could you bless your mace and dip it in the blood?
Very well. Julianos casts a blessing upon his maul.
Which I will give, yes.
Yep. This blessing does change the physical properties of the maul a touch. It upgrades it a bit. Basically turning the stone part into a complete metallic gearhead.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. And he attempts to move the mole head towards, like, some of the congealed black part of the blood.
Much like Kane's, it repels itself away. This thing is against the life code. It wants to kill everything.
It seems like any god of good will be well enough to slay this beast, should it be needed.
Yeah, they know that both of them will be very effective. They do notice that Shinra is standing there. Her cane is lit, and the runes are active, which they know that is it. That's when it's enchanted. The blood is not reacting to her at all. It's like she's not there.
Okay. That is of interest.
Kane waits doesn't try to interrupt Shingra, whatever she's trying to do. But once it seems like she is available, he will go to speak.
Meanwhile, Julianos is having a look around the shed. Are there any windows?
There's a window on the front here. There's one here. They're boarded up from the inside.
Are there any gaps in the boards that he can see through?
There are some where the boards are not aligned properly. You can see in. Um, you can't see anything through this one. You can see a bit through this one. You see a broken table soaked in blood. And you
The
can see a bit
same
of
black blood?
the same black blood, yes.
Okay, yep.
This blood, however, do me a... What did you have for your divination?
My yellow was a random.
Okay. Roll for me. Do a d20 and a d6.
Oh, wait. Disregard the 19. Disregard the 19. So I got a 12 and a 5.
Okay, that's good. You will notice that compared to the blood outside, the blood inside is writhing way more. It's a lot more active. It's not moving from its spot, but it's writhing in place like a pissed off worm.
Does it look more fresh?
It looks maybe a day fresher, not much.
Okay.
It's coagulated like the blood outside.
Alright. But other than that, I don't see any other movements.
No, aside from that, no. Shingra, the whole time, Kane, if he has been paying attention, he would notice that she's been muttering to herself.
Yeah.
She falls silent, and the flame ignites a bit, like pulses, and the runes and streaks down the cane ignite, much like a fuse. The piece of the flame runs down the cane, hits the ground, encircles her, and burns an insignia into the ground.
Ooh, nice.
Step out of that.
The blood on the door and the ground do not react, and she looks down, waiting for it to do something. And she slumps slightly, realizing that it's not doing anything. The flame slowly dissipates. If I could click on it, that'd be great.
Is the blood gone?
No, blood's still there.
Okay.
I misclicked.
Okay.
Because I'm not used to this anymore. I'm out of practice. She steps away, slightly defeated looking.
Okay. So, we do know that it is repelled by our two faiths, yet it has no inclination whatsoever towards yours.
She nods. As is the way of the contemplator.
If I may, one more miracle I will try, though this is one I usually save for more urgent matters, but I believe it's something that might be useful to know if it works beforehand, if the situation calls for it, and much rather exercise the possessed, but if need be, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and give a divination roll.
Okay.
Let's see.
Give me a d6.
Yeah, I'm going to roll wild.
Okay.
Okay.
4.
Wait, didn't you already roll a yellow?
Oh yeah, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Because
You did, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I wrote it down. I wasn't looking.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
So I'll just roll a d20.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hammer that shatters nations, spear that slays kings. Follower. Cain casts Eye of God upon the blighted area.
I'm assuming a smaller version, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's what he would use on like a solo unit.
Hmm. Which I need to get one for you. A ring.
Yeah.
A sigil much like Shingra's, though it gives off a golden radiant glow, much like the sun itself, appears below the blood. And the blood ignites, and in the back of your skull, you can hear it screaming as it burns away.
Does the blood entirely burn away, or does it change form and burn off?
To be exact, it stands up a good half foot off the ground. Good 6 inches
Hold on
off
a second.
the ground.
Is this like the blood from It?
The Thing?
The Thing, yeah.
Yeah, The Thing.
I don't know what you're talking about, so no.
Uh,
Not intentionally.
not intentionally, but yeah, I think that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with The Thing here.
Okay, so the fact that Little hasn't seen The Thing kind of shocks me, because I'm pretty sure you're into horror movies.
I mean, I played the game, but...
Okay.
Oh, I love the game. It was so broken.
It was so bad, but it will forever leave a scar in my mind, because that was the first game I ever actually got to watch someone shoot themselves in the head. And it didn't do it right away, and it literally blew my mind.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, like there's a scene where a guy kills himself and he shoots himself in the head and it doesn't cut away.
Oh, okay.
Like you actually watch it happen. And I wasn't like freaked out by it. I was just like, "Whoa, that's cool." They actually let you see it. Because games are all about don't let kids see the bad things happen.
Even though we're rated,
even though it's rated M, whatever. But anyway, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You'll see.
Okay. Okay.
Slow down, guys.
Yes, I think.
I mean, I like that idea though.
Yeah.
But
I think our blessings will be enough to deal with this problem.
Very well.
Wait, are you guys gonna go in there? Like right now?
If it makes you feel any better, I will replace the door.
Okay, he just points himself in this direction. Oh, as much as I don't want to be here, I'm gonna be here.
Just, sir.
I'm not gonna go in.
Do bar the door behind us.
He blinks at you. What?
I mean, there's no guarantee. It's going to be very close quarters.
Okay.
That is, if you two are okay with that.
I am fine with it, though I do question how we will get out in the end. Successful or unsuccessful.
The guard just raises a hand. I can unbar the door again.
I'm pretty sure this beast cannot mimic our speech, and nonetheless, I'm fairly certain he eyes Julianus up and down. I'm pretty sure you could take out a wall for us if you really needed to.
Julianus itches the back of his head. Yeah, I have. Yeah, let's go in now.
Shingra giggle snorts again. I'll go in first.
Would you rather have one of... okay.
She just wedges past you. She taps the cane on the floor and the light goes out. She turns it off.
Kane takes his hopefully still blessed blade.
Yeah.
And grips it tightly.
Julianus just rests his maul on its shoulder.
Yeah, Kane's hand just rests on his sheathed blade.
Shingra tentatively steps through the door. As Kane and Julianus enter, they are hit with the stench. It is musty, stuffy, hot, copper, death, just overwhelms everything.
Are we talking a butcher's shop in the middle of summer, or are we talking a dead corpse left for a few days?
We're talking
Hold on a
a
second.
mass grave left for a few days.
What are we talking again? Sorry.
Any?
Yes.
Any?
Alright, hold on a second. The internet's just having a bit of a kerfuffle. It'll sort itself out in a second.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It seems to have a stroke whenever we change maps.
So,
There we go.
the last thing that I heard.
I'll start from the top.
Yep.
I'll just start from the top.
Go ahead.
Are you good?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
As the three enter through the door, you are hit by the stench.
Okay.
Hot, musty. It's gross.
And it kind of smells like an open mass grave, you said?
Lots of gross.
Okay.
Just chaos.
Jeez. Hold on a second. I think my internet still needs to sort itself
With
out.
a brief look around.
God damn it, internet, please. Why you do this to me?
Why do?
Okay, I think we're stable now.
Okay, Big ran off to go potty, so
Alright, yep.
we'll give it a few more minutes.
The only thing that you keep on breaking up on, and it kills me that it's the same thing, is the stench is it like a butcher's shop that has been left out for like a day in summer, or
Yeah.
and that's where it cuts out?
Well, we'll give it a take 3 whenever Big gets back. That should give it enough time to catch up.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, goodness. Yeah, let's move to a new house, they say. It'll have better internet, they say.
It's okay. It's okay.
Then I learned the main proponent, the guy that had the main argument for moving into this house, is moving out in 6 months. Fucking
Great.
Fucking normies.
Fucking normies, right? Okay.
Okay.
Are you back, Big?
Yeah.
Okay. Annie, are we stable?
yes, we're stable.
Okay.
Alright.
The stench. It's great. Flowers and roses and puppy paws.
Oh god.
Okay, so looking around the room, I'm noticing several different colors of blood.
Yep.
Is that of importance?
Yep.
Okay.
There is some fresh blood. There's some not great blood. Very bad blood.
How much of it is cursed like it was outside?
All of it.
Oh.
So-
You're surrounded
Even
by
the yeah, even the fresh blood is still writhing around.
Yes. It's just fresh now.
Okay. So this here is the destroyed table that's just got like a lot of blood all over it.
Yep.
This here, is that just like a wardrobe?
Yep.
Okay.
And the wardrobe, looking at it, you will notice at about an average male's height, it's a blood stain where it appears someone was bashing their head against it.
Alright.
Gonna go ahead and say I noticed this. What's going on over here with that sword?
That appears to be the same type of sword that one of the town guards had. It's a pretty standard iron
Just a
sword.
standard long sword.
It
Alright.
doesn't seem to be touched.
Alright, doesn't seem out of place or anything.
Mm-mm,
Like somebody would hang over their mantel place,
kind of.
like for their mandatory service or some shit.
Okay.
Julianos would assume, after talking to the guard, that this is probably a weapon that the guy took out whenever he went lumberjacking.
Oh, okay, yep. Like a self-defense.
Yeah, wolves, goblins,
Yep.
Yeah.
a standard self-defense.
Julianos has a small bit of augury. Can I have control of myself, please?
Oh, sorry. Oh, well, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Wait.
It's all good.
I even saved them. Hold on. I saved them so I wouldn't have to resize Julianos again.
Yep. I have been blessed with movement.
Okay, Julianos, stop. Kane, stop. You were here?
Yep.
Why is the blood going over his face?
I don't know. Is that set to token?
No. It's background.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Wait, let me just see. Yeah, okay. That's weird.
Alright, now it's gone. What just happened? Alright, map tools, are you okay?
I still see it.
You
I still see it as well, yeah.
What? Okay. That's weird. Well, it vanished on my screen, so fuck me. Anyway. I hope that doesn't mess up the other stuff that's going on. Julianos, give me a D20 and a D6.
A D20 and a D6. 18. And a 3.
So...
I'm liking these numbers.
Alright. So, Julianos, you take 2 steps forward. The wood creaking underneath your boots.
Yep.
As you step forward, you hear a wet, gurgling rasp from your right. Reflexively, you turn and reach out your right hand, palm facing away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a flash of movement. And thankfully, to your amazing roll reflexes, let me fix this. You find yourself face to face with what you assume to be the man in question. His face is in your palm. You managed to catch him before he could maul you.
Okay, do I get an action?
Yes, make it quick.
Okay, so I'll need to roll for my red combat roll.
Okay.
For this, but I should also inquire as to how I'm trying to gauge this guy's strength in movement. Like, how strong is he?
If he's moving to swing his arm at your head. If he manages to land it, he's gonna knock you down to the side.
Okay. Okay, so that is my combat roll.
Do you want to lock it, or do you want to do a while?
I'll probably keep that as it is, like, the bare minimum, in order to do anything. Granted, I could redo it, but I'm not going to. Okay, so what Julianos is going to attempt to do is force his entire body weight down on the person, pinning him to the ground. And he's going to try to hold him there.
Okay, give me the 20.
Alright, D20.
Okay. With his face in your palm, because you're a really big guy, you manage to wedge yourself over him. However, he doesn't buckle. He has locked himself, and you guys have each other locked in a stance. If either one of you move, the other one's going to get a hit in.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep him pinned while the other two do their business.
The man manages to look at you through your fingers. His eyes are rolled into the back of his head. You can see the veins on his eyeballs.
Yeah.
He's trying to scream at you, but it's obvious that his vocal cords are destroyed. He's making a wet, bloody, gurgling sound. Kane, would you like to do something?
Yes. I'm going to roll for divination, and I need to come up with a better name than divination, because that means finding holy light to guide you, but...
That's what we're sticking with.
Yep.
This is a test run.
Yeah, but holy actions. I'm going to go with yellow.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and D6.
You've already got a D5 for that, don't you?
I thought...
this is a new turn.
Yeah, it's a new turn since we're in combat.
Oh, okay, yep.
Okay, 4, I'll keep it.
We'll keep it.
I really... Okay. D20. Okay,
What do you want to do?
Turn Undead and Exorcism are fairly well the same spell, but we're going with that, and the phrasing, a spirit glided past my face, the hair on my body stood on end. Shit. Hang on, I have the notes here. Where was it? Hang on, let me look through my notes.
It's all good. Take your time.
Okay, there we go. Okay. A spirit glided past my face, and the hair on my body stood on end. You believe that there is one God. Good. Even the demons believe that.
Thanks.
Cain is holding his crusader sword upside down as a cross and goes to press it against the beast.
Anywhere in particular?
Wherever he can reach.
Okay, because his head is covered currently.
Yeah.
So
if he can press it into the small of his back, that would be great.
Okay.
Yep.
The prayer leaves Cain's lips as he moves closer to the creature, his sword igniting itself with a holy light. It makes contact with the man's skin, and a sizzling, cracking sound erupts as his flesh starts to burn, much like the blood outside. He tries to scream, but a fountain of blood comes out instead. Thankfully, Julianus's palm is over the mouth, so it's not actually like hitting him in the face, though it would have.
Thank goodness.
Oh.
Instead, it hits the palm and just dribbles down his arm, and hits the floor around them. Doesn't seem to be exercising. It's killing him.
So he's foregone.
It seems that way. Yeah.
Let's see. What does
my turn.
Shin do?
Yes, it is my turn. Give me one quick moment. Okay. Okay, and I should have cut this out, but I didn't have time.
That's okay.
Like I keep saying. Okay, so I have, what was the list? Okay, let's see. Okay, literal divination for me. I'm going to be rolling for that. which is actually her blue. Yeah, so I've only got one color set for Shingra, just so you guys know. It's blue as her divination.
Yep. Okay.
So.
Okay.
So I'm going to be rolling for that one. Okay, I'm going to keep that. D20, so 17. Okay, and then I'll roll for it. I like it. I'll take it. Yeah, it's a good thing that we have this like this.
Shit.
Alright. I gotta take the licks. Alright, so once again she pounds the end of the cane against the ground, and the runes and streaks ignite, the flame pulsing, sending a wave of cold throughout the entire room. Where was it at? Here it is. Let's do it as an object. I don't know, I have clear view on. Let's drop this here. Should be much bigger. As the cane makes contact with the ground, she motions toward the man and claims, "I see you."
Oof.
However, the flames that reach out toward the man are repelled and slam back into her, sending her back a few steps. Did not work. She doesn't seem to be harmed, but she is a little shaken.
Okay.
1 second, please. Nope.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah, someone's knocking at my door.
Go away.
Yep. Alright, continue.
Hashtag my door. Okay, now I'm going to... Now it is his turn.
Oh, what is he attempting to do?
Okay, so he fails whatever he's trying to do. He's a
3 to
fucking
6.
loser is what he is. So, the way Julianos has his pinned is his knees are bent and he's kind of locked in that stance.
Mm-hmm.
He attempts to shove Julianos up off of him onto Kane. He puts his full strength and weight into Julianos. Julianos roll for a counter.
Okay, do I get advantage for this because of my positioning?
Yes.
Right, cool.
Which, again, I'm actually don't even roll because he rolled so low.
Yeah.
He rolled a 3 and a 6. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, also due to the fact that the way that we were pinned, if any one of us tried to do anything, the other one would be able to get a hit in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Alright.
Unless you roll
So
6 and a 20, but...
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and give us a roll. Just see how glorious this could be.
Alright. Rolling a 6. Crit. Rolling a 20. Crit.
Oh! Oh my god, it's beautiful. Alright, what do you want to do?
Ah, jeez.
Shit, son.
Alright, hold on a second. I need to compose myself here.
Okay.
By the light that his holy flame casts upon, I dispel you and repair you back to whence you came.
Okay, I give it. I give it to you. I give you everything. Alright. The man once again tries to scream and protest. I'm assuming this is an equivalent to an exorcism.
Yes.
Okay. As you called it, repairing, which I really like.
Yep.
As you say this, as the final syllable leaves your lips, the man attempts to scream again. However, there's no blood this time. Instead, a very familiar black writhing something pours out of his mouth, ears, nose, and eyes. It slithers halfway up your arm before you feel that screaming in the back of your head again.
Mm-hmm.
and it crawls away from you onto the floor and behind the man. And again, I meant to cut this out, but it does take form. I meant to cut it out a lot like Julio. It hovers well over Giuliano's. It's a portrait over on the side.
Yeah. Okay. Whenever I'm able to make my turn.
I believe it would be your turn.
Yeah.
With Giuliano's crit, he has completely made the creature vulnerable to your divination attacks without killing the man. He's separated for a moment the beast and the man itself.
Yeah. Seeing as this thing is ethereal, Kane's not going to try and use a sword on it. He's going to go straight for Eye of God.
Okay, what direction are you heading that from?
Huh?
Though your sword is blessed, wouldn't it cause some form of damage to it?
Kane's thinking more about the blood and how it was able to avoid a sword. And this thing looks like it's made out of smoke.
True.
The direction will be over Giuliano's head. So going in a down motion, assuming the guy is on the ground.
Yeah, as soon as the thing poured out of him, he just collapsed.
Yeah. The hammer to shadow nations, the spear to slay kings, worthy of your sight. Let me go ahead and roll. What did I have for?
Your divination was 4.
4. Okay, so I'm just going to roll for a d20.
Okay. And that would be +4.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's not good.
It's 10, but still, damn it.
The creature, knowing what's coming this time, because you've said that same thing before, swiftly worms its way. Let me do this. It was here. It swiftly worms its way this way out from under the Eye of God, which makes it connects with the floor and destroys all of the corruption that was in the blood underneath it. Yeah.
All this.
So you did cleanse that part of the house, but you missed the beast itself.
Yeah.
It worms its way back behind Shin and rests about here. However, its gaze is fixed on Kane.
Does Kane get any sort of preparatory action, or?
It's not its move yet.
Okay.
So. Again, she's not too much of a thing. So, what we're going to do... Okay. So that's evocation. Okay. Taking her turn, Shingra, seeing the creature, scurries away from him and moves behind Giuliano's. She reaches out and places her hand in the center of his back, and he can feel a chill trace up his spine, down to his hips, down his legs, up his arms, forming around his skeleton. It's kind of scary, but he doesn't feel in danger in any way.
Okay.
Like being on a roller coaster?
Kind of.
Okay.
Let's see. He is my guidance and I am your contingency. Giuliano's now has an extra action.
Oh, beautiful.
So, sacrificing Shin's next action.
Okay. And now it's the monster's turn.
Yeet. Who is still pissed off at Kane. So, Kane, do you, let's see. Being that it's the top of a turn, you can change your color if you want to, unless you want to keep divination.
Okay. I'll switch to red using my divinated sword.
Okay.
Okay.
You need to roll for red either way.
Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, my leg. No, it's asleep. Ah.
Oh no.
Oh no. You haven't locked it in because you only lock it in after you roll it.
Okay.
So do you want to go wild or keep divination?
Yeah, I'm gonna go wild.
You're gonna go wild. Okay. Give me a D6 and a D20.
Okay.
Okay.
That's much more better.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on. What were we gonna say?
He's going to go for a physical parry, as in prep himself
So
for
he'll
the
fall
attack.
into a counter. Okay.
Yeah, for a counter.
Okay. So. Okay. The creature's still focused on Kane. Not quite slithers, but makes his way closer to Kane and reaches out to swipe diagonally downward.
Yeah.
Its claws are massive. If it lands, it's gonna destroy you. However, being that you blessed your blade already, you do manage to parry it, and you manage to guide its claw away from you. You come back up and thrust your blade through its arm, through its forearm, and into its shoulder. Your sword is pinning its arm against its shoulder, like a shish kebab. And it screams again. But this time it's in its true form. You're left ringing. Your head is left ringing. However, you do keep your grip on the blade.
Okay.
So.
I'm assuming I can't just start sprinting and try and pin it against the wall.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Julianos.
Okay.
His turn.
Okay.
Tell that you did really hurt it, though.
Yeah.
So, Julianos, you actually have 2 actions. So,
Okay, so where is it currently?
Right in front of Kane, behind the man. Let me...
So, okay, yeah, right there. Beautiful.
And Kane has it. It's not going anywhere right now.
Okay, so for my first action, I'm gonna do...
He's slumped on the
floor. Alright. Now, I wonder, as a minor action, can I grab the guy and sort of toss him around the side behind me?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to get the guy to go from here, like, to around about here, sort of.
That's you.
Yep.
Okay.
In that same motion, Julianos is going to bring up his blessed hammer, the wonderfully Metal Gear maul that he's got, and he's going to try to swing it into the main bulk of this being.
Give me a roll, mister.
Okay, I believe I already have a D6 of a 3. So
actually, top of turn, so give me another roll for your combat.
Okay, yep.
If you want to do the red.
5. Okay, that's respectable.
That's good, yeah.
All right. Well, keep the 5.
I won't count 6 since you didn't have your. You do want to keep it.
I'll keep the 5. Yep.
Okay. Now give me that D20.
All right, and the D20. Oh goodness. Low numbers. Come on, give me a 1. Ah, goodness.
Okay.
Wait, no, I do beat him still.
You do, yeah. You manage to get the man out of the way, which Shingra grabs him by a leg and kind of drags him out of the way.
Yep.
As much as she can, and they hide in the woodpile. Raising his mighty maul, Julianos brings it crashing down on the bulk of the creature, who cannot move thanks to Cain. How the creature easily crumples underneath your blessed weapon, upgraded weapon. My bad.
Yeah. Well, it is both.
Squashing it completely. And thankfully, since it is, both of your weapons are blessed, and they actually make contact through the creature, there is a holy eruption that happens whenever they come in contact.
Mm-hmm.
And the creature and every drop of corrupted blood in the building is swept away.
As my maul is swinging around to come into contact with the being, you can hear Julianos quote out, "Toll the great bell once, pull the lever forward to engage piston and pump. Toll the great bell twice. With a push of the button, fire the engines and spark the turbine to life. Toll the great bell thrice. Sing praises to the god of machines. Hit."
Boom! Oh, God. Cain and Julianos are sent back flying a little bit. Neither one of you are hurt. Your hands, though, both of you have that, like, weird ringing in your hands whenever you're holding a metal pipe and you hit something else. You're not
it's got that
supposed to.
vibration to it.
Yeah. But you can't feel that over the massive holy boner you guys have right now.
Blessed be those who follow the path of justice. Ah!
Somewhere you can hear this blue-haired, beautiful bastard just orgasm.
Justice! As the holy flame alights the entire cabin, not setting anything physical on fire, something else comes to light. Ignites for a moment the holy flame you guys created, tracing the entire outline, burning it away within seconds. For a moment, it was there, and in an instant, it's gone again.
The dial turns, and with it, so does this conflict.
The seal that was holding that creature to this world is gone. He's not going to be a problem anymore. Cain, after seeing it in his true form, will see that that is a demon of guilt and rage, commonly seen in those who try to bring back loved ones from the dead.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was going to ask. Upon seeing the seal, did that look like something a man had made?
It looks like a certain someone had made, yes.
Cain looks to the now disappeared area to the seal and then glances to Julianos. Do you know what that was, brother?
I do not know exactly what it was, but I do know that it is not welcome.
It seems someone was trying to bring back the dead.
Oh dear.
Yes.
To repair one after it has expired. I see why some people would go off to that tangent, but honestly, one seeks Julianos thinks for a moment. Would it not be better for them to rest in the hands of their eternal?
Yes, it is the natural order of things. I'm more curious about how a lumberjack would come to know so much about necromancy.
Now that you bring it up, yes, that actually does raise an interesting question.
Cain starts looking around the place for, Necronomicons.
You do not find any script of any kind like that. No evil Bibles or anything. No flesh-bound books of the unholy and unknowable. But you do find his. You do find a diary where, after skimming through it, you will see where this man actually met someone while he was out lumberjacking, who you can tell had definitely led him down this path.
Kane skims through the Bible, the journal, trying to find any details on this man that would make him identifiable.
It's a woman, actually. Talks about how beautiful she is, and how she promises to bring back everything that he lost, as long as he did her one small favor. That favor is not mentioned.
Is any of that favor implied?
No.
We need to bind him.
I can do that.
If you don't mind, Miss Shimbra.
Oh, wait, did you mean physically bind him? Because he's dead. He's very dead. She just stares in this direction.
Julianus.
It's been like cradling him around the place.
No, Shingra threw him in bed.
Oh, Shingra threw him in bed.
Yeah.
Then
he had a heart attack.
Oh, okay.
His body couldn't handle the separation. Though, if you look at him, he wouldn't have survived either way. Not at this stage.
In that case.
As the two look at the man, his muscles are destroyed from the overexertion. He had been drowning in blood for a long time. A few days. Teeth are missing. His eyeballs are still rolled in the back of his head. They're stuck that way now. His body's contorted unnaturally. His bones are most likely broken. Like, he wouldn't have wanted to live.
Does any of that seem to be the cause of Julianus ramming him into the ground, or was that all before the Space Marine grabbed him by
the broken shin bones might be from Julianus.
In my defense, he came at me.
He's coming right at us. No, but need to talk to the townsfolk about this.
Of course. Julianus performs a death rite.
I was going to say Kane does the same, but I think that's understood.
Yeah, I think they both do in their own way.
It's kind of implied that we both do it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Respectfully, yeah.
Julianus also has a look at what this entire big block of wood is.
That was a cupboard, or not a cupboard, but a
like a shelf.
Shelf, yeah, it was a shelf.
Okay.
It's been tipped over.
It's tipped over, destroyed, broken to pieces.
Nothing is under it or around it of any interest.
Blood.
Okay.
Lots of blood.
Well, with that...
Shingra raises a hand toward Kane. Initially, when you said bind him, I didn't realize you meant physical. I can do it in other ways. I can make it to where this place doesn't exist anymore. She tilts her head, confused at her own words, not sure if she's using that right. But she looks back to the bed and then back at Kane.
Julianus looks over with piqued interest.
I can make it to where that can't be used again. She points at the body. From what I understand, when people are possessed, they're liable for repossession, dead or not.
I've never seen the dead come back to life in a possession case unless a necromancer was involved. But we do have a local one.
She nods once.
It's better than desecrating the body. So, if you wouldn't mind.
You may want to step out if that's the case. I don't want you caught in the spell.
That'll give us some time to inform the townfolk of what has transpired.
What exactly will this rite entail?
What do you mean?
If I'm having to step out, that worries me.
I don't want you caught in the spell.
If
Do you
anyone
wanna...
else, what would happen, hypothetically, if another unit was to be within proximity?
If you are within the spell, then you will be erased too.
How large of an area of denial do you need?
I'm just going to take the cabin.
Okay.
As long as you're not inside of it or touching it, you're fine.
Will people be able to enter the cabin after the fact?
No.
I doubt there will be a cabin.
She nods once in Julianus's direction.
Let me rephrase that. Will people be able to restep on this area of the earth?
Yes.
Okay.
They will be able to rebuild a new home, have a family.
Very well.
That's quite good, so long as we're not left with an accursed patch of land.
No, I wouldn't do that. I can't do that.
Okay.
Are you sure you're done here?
Kane wouldn't look for loot.
A text box pops up. Are you sure you're done? Once you leave this area, you may not be able to return.
Kane brings the journal, but he wouldn't look for, like, money or loot or anything like that.
Okay.
Julianus does get the idea. Yeah, you go ahead, sorry.
He will, like, look over the place for any other, like, text that may allude to the woman or what exactly happened here, but
No.
if it's just a journal, he'll keep that to himself.
Yeah, it's just the journal. When it comes to that.
Julianus will take this opportunity to pat down the body to see if there's anything on him of note.
There's a wedding ring he's still wearing, and there is a silver-looking chain where a pendant used to be hanging off of, but you can tell a pendant's been broken off. You don't know where it's at.
Okay.
A brief glance doesn't reveal it. Like snagged on some furniture or something. Yeah. All right.
Okay. I'll leave the body as is, and yeah, I'm good to go now.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
We'll keep the civilians away.
Okay. Assuming you two step out, you keep anyone from touching the house. Shingra remains inside. Just in case anyone is close enough. Her voice can be muffled. Can be heard, though it's muffled. It is only because of his awareness that all things in time and space can be. The universe itself only exists because of his vague acknowledgement. To be seen by him is to be. To be forgotten is to be lost. And the cabin vanishes completely.
Where is she at?
She's standing
Oh.
there.
Yeah, I imagine it's the staff that's keeping her where she is.
Because nope, that's not even remotely what I wanted.
Okay, I looked at your screen for a brief second, and I'm sorry.
That's an...
Okay.
I'm probably even going to get rid of it. Take a break while
Big boy, Julianus.
Like that? Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
If I can get control of him as well while you're at it.
You should have it.
Beautiful. Yep.
Okay. It'll be here. And just because I want to use them, okay.
Okay.
Kane watches the quickly disappearing sigil. Is that physically exerting for you? Quite so.
Julianus's mallet slowly turns back into his stone mallet as the blessing wears off.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, there you are. Did you still want to? He motions over to the church. Did you still need a place to stay?
Yes, but for the moment, I'm more interested in this previous job.
He stares at you.
Does he look confused?
Yes.
Does he not remember? God damn it!
Oh dear. Time is a fickle thing.
Kane looks down to the journal.
What journal?
The one that he carried out.
What journal?
The one that he carried out before the
What
ride.
journal?
The empty journal?
Okay, I was gonna call bullshit because else
journal?
Kane would be going to, but okay,
No.
it's just the words that are going.
The empty
okay.
journal? Yeah.
The empty book, yep. Julianus looks over at Kane and kind of gives a shrug and a nod.
Kane has a look where he's just done with this shit. Tired. He's had a campaign before this, which hasn't happened yet. He's just tired of this
Time is a
bullshit.
fickle thing.
Time is a fickle thing.
It's timey wimey wibbly wobbly. It's a rug, but it's not. It's weird.
I hate that I know that reference.
You're welcome.
Julianus looks over to the guard. Yes, if it's alright with you, we will stay at the church.
Oh, good. I will get up some cots set for you. Since we don't have any proper beds set up in there just yet.
How's the father, if I may ask?
The father? Oh, he should be there. He should be inside.
Is he blind at all? Per se.
No. He just looks over at you all honest. No?
Huh. I have no inkling as to why I had thought that. Thank you, good sir. Julianus moves over towards Kane and kind of says in a lower voice, everything that happened involving our previous job seems to have completely erased itself. However, that woman that the journal mentioned might still be active.
Kane's still holding the empty journal. That's what I'm worried about.
Yes. By the time that this is all done, we're probably all going to have headaches.
Sounds painful. I did not make an interior for the church because I didn't think about that.
That's okay.
But
the group settles in. And I stretch.
Julianos spends a bit of time recollecting about the journal and what was in it. It only mentioned that there was a female who spoke of other raising the dead and that sort of thing. Was there any other description about her that Julianos can remember?
Do the same for Kane. Anything that would make her seem like the worshiper of a certain demon or anything like that. Descriptors of garb, anything that he might remember.
The only thing that was really mentioned was that she lived southeast of the town, pretty deep in the forest, and that she was one of the most beautiful women that the man had ever seen, where he regrettably admitted that she was prettier than his late wife, and that he mentioned something about her having like midnight black hair. But
Julianos takes a moment to, like, if the guard is still around.
Yeah, he's getting things for you guys, pillows, blankets, cots.
I'm probably going to make a roll, if I can, for my blue, which is my diplomatic.
Okay, do that. Do it, nerd.
1d6, and I'm keeping that. That's a 5.
Nice. Okay, so you got a 5.
I'll write that down. 5. Beautiful. Alright, so with Julianos' diplomatic abilities, he's going to try to question the guard as to what stories he's heard in the local area, if there's anything of interest that has happened in the past couple of months or so. Just, he's trying to get a feel for what this town has been doing and what it knows.
Okay, give me a 20.
A d20.
Since it's not combat, would it be an automatic?
Yeah, it's an automatic.
It's an automatic, yeah. The dance maker was like, "Shut up, bitch! He gets a 20."
God, 2 20s and 1 10. Okay.
All right. So the guard takes a seat on a pew close to the group. He pulls off his helmet, getting relaxed. Strange stories, rumors.
Anything you've
any
got,
small
really.
town has one, or a few, I should say. Let's see. I guess some of the scarier ones are the old hag that lives in the swamps not far from here. Stories to keep kids from wandering off too far, things like that. She'll nab you and throw in her pot, eat you for supper.
Julianos nods. Yeah, there's plenty of those in every culture.
Yeah. That's probably the most prevalent one here.
Do they have a spot on where she resides? I know whenever I was growing up, they lived in the attic.
That's terrifying.
It was.
Oh. Not in town, no. She supposedly, as I stated, there's a swamp not far from here. bogs, quicksand, even things where you, especially if you're a curious child, you could easily get killed.
Yes.
So, that rumor started going around that there's the woman who lives out there. It's a few miles south. I'd say about 2 or 3. Not too far.
South or southeast? Because I think we came from the south.
He stands up and looks out the church window and, orients himself. I guess it is more, at least from here, it's more southeast, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Southeast from the main gate. Yeah.
Okay.
I was turning around.
No. It's just
inside. He looks around.
It's okay. We just came from the. Let me make sure on the map. Yeah, we came from the south. I just want to make sure we didn't go through a death trap without knowing it.
It wouldn't be the first time for me.
You guys act like I'm not even here.
Kane looks at her and then just does the "no one notices you" hands.
He can feel her trying to smile or grin.
Always casted hide essence.
So
plus Pargon, Manta Rock.
How'd you know?
Because I introduced you to that game.
They both look at the screen. Da-da-da. Okay.
Julianos asks if the Raven Witch, whatever, in the bog, has any unique description to her.
Again, it's pretty much classic shit. Sorry, stuff. Sorry.
No offense taken.
She's an old hag, but to young men, she comes off as the most beautiful maiden who will lure you in with promises of whatever you want. Things like that.
Quite the shift.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, from being the scariest thing to the most alluring thing. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess in some cases it's the same thing.
Well, whenever you're working with teenage boys.
Yeah.
Scary stuff, they're going to want to go investigate, but if it's something that can, trick you like that.
Something about Rule 34.
Looks at the screen again. Looks at the camera.
But,
goodness.
Anybody venture out into the bog?
I mean, us older folk do on occasion. Or at least the woods around it, near it.
I was just wondering where you got your lumber from. It's quite good architecture around here.
Oh, yeah. Mostly just, his eyes seem to glaze over for a moment. Kane notices.
Yeah.
And he just kind of shakes his head. He's, trees.
Quite fascinating. And the last question that I have about this silly story. Is anything required to happen before meeting this woman? Do you need to specifically not clean your room? Do you need to talk back to your parents?
No, there's different monsters for those.
Yeah, do understand, we're all paladins here. Even the briefest mention of a monster we have to check out.
Oh, I understand. It's fine. It's fun to talk to newcomers anyway. We don't get many travelers. Well, we get passers-by, but not many stay. So
yes.
In truth, I'm actually quite fascinated about the culture here.
I respect any place with a schoolyard where they make the children grow their own food.
Well, you don't learn. Kind of, yeah.
Excuse me, I've spent most of my life in Nero, where they just expect you to stare at a tablet all day.
He nods slowly. Yep.
It's like, oh, you read words, so now you know how cultivation works.
Right. Nope. You don't learn by reading, you learn by doing. But no, there are different little gooks and goblins for that kind of stuff. This one is strictly to keep kids from wandering too far.
Simply from venturing too far from home.
Yeah. Which we encourage, getting out and everything, but too far is too far.
No, I respect that.
And bogs, quicksand, things like that.
Don't want to be taken up by a dire wolf or a goblin
Wolves,
or something.
Yeah. Things like that.
Fascinating. And in a swamp.
No, if you don't clean your room, you get the toe nibbler.
The toe nibbler.
The toe nibbler, yes.
Yeah, it's fascinating because in another culture that I have visited, they had something very similar. Something that resides in a swamp and attacks those who wander too far. Has a outrageous call too. Really scary. They called it the bunyip.
The what?
Trust me, their tongue was really interesting to learn, but they called it a bunyip. Massive monster that has hair growing all over it, part avian, part crocodile. It would reside in the swamp and it could rise and fall in the water without even so much as a ripple.
The guard's eyes are just slowly widening more and more the more you explain this thing.
You will have to tell me the story in detail someday.
I don't want to know about this creature. That makes me want to go home and clean my room right now.
Oh, it was very effective.
That's much scarier than an old woman. I've got to take notes. I've got to get better about this.
Okay, well, Julianus is pretty much done with the questioning.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Ken's got all the information he can since everybody got memory wiped.
And glitched out for a minute.
He's still wondering how Shingra was able to restore someone's eyes. But
Yes, yeah.
Ooh,
Seeing
actually.
that they're pretty much done with him, the guard stands, bows slightly. Well, rest up, good, and if you need anything, just let any of us know.
do we owe you anything for the night? Or at least at church. I haven't seen the father yet.
He's probably home right now. It is late. He looks out the window. It's dark out.
Julianus smiles and nods his head towards him. Peace and production to you. May his code guide you.
He just stares at Julianus for a moment and nods slightly. You too. He looks to Kane. The father he's an early riser. Early sleeper. So he'll be here before daybreak. So
That's good.
I'm gonna stop by on the way home. Let him know we have visitors. He'll definitely be here in the morning. So.
All right.
Yeah. As he leaves, that's when Julianus says that.
You as well. Yes.
So, Shingra.
That was weird.
What was weird?
His reaction to the tree question.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. How far does that go?
Well, the buildings are still here, but somehow you managed to restore a man's sight.
The sight was... I erased that man's being, his essence, his memories, his influences. Anything he directly influenced is gone.
But the buildings are still here.
I'm guessing he didn't directly build any of these then. He probably had maybe lent a hand in it. She points out the window past Julianos. Julianos remembers seeing the shed that was claimed that the guy built, it's gone.
Oh yeah, it is gone.
Oh, huh.
Okay.
He built that himself as a gift to a friend.
Actually, that's not
He
all too
he
impossible to...
directly took the father's eyes or eyesight.
Yes, okay, I see the logic behind this. Granted, it does have a couple of holes here and there, but that can be easily overlooked.
If I was actually acknowledged, I would have more control over it. But again, I'm running off of runoff here. I can only do so much.
Running on fumes, as they say.
She looks up at the lantern, which is a very, very tiny flame. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Right.
Kane is always tempted to reach out and touch the staff, but
Given that the staff had been removed and taken to her by the doctor, I mean, I don't see it as being too much of a special thing.
yeah, but he is rather interested in her.
I will say, it does have some sort of magnetic draw to it.
Yeah. Well, neither of us, well, neither you or I draw our connection from an item, as far as I know, though we may have a few blessed pieces. But, so, there's power stored within that staff.
She points at the lantern.
Out of character, real quickly. Is there much more planned for this campaign? Well, for this session, I should say. Is there much more planned for the session?
No, not this session, no.
Okay, because I was ready to go find that witch in the swamp.
Yeah, I was kind of ready to do that as well, but I didn't really want to overstep anything.
That wasn't planned.
Okay.
I mean, I'll make it for next weekend if you guys want me to.
Perfect.
But if Shingra keeps going the way she's going, she'll kill herself. So she's gonna be 100% useless if you guys do that.
Okay. So here's the decision. Do we?
Like she said, she's
running on fumes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because again, like the guys would have noticed that as they were traveling, she constantly cuts it off.
A text window pops up. Help out the town or continue onwards.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then we'll help out the town whenever we come back.
I'll put it this way again. Like whenever she starts getting weak, she'll cut it back on, and that's when it starts rejuvenating her.
Yeah.
With I keep saying cold, but it's a power.
Yeah.
That is cold. It's kind of a 2-in-1.
It's like a spiritual washover. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever they first met her, it was actually a pretty strong, steady flame. Right now,
it's kind of flickering.
It's about the size. It's about twice the size of a standard candle flame. When it was closer to about 5 times as much. So.
Okay. How many more weeks of travel is expected? Since we're going literally across the earth.
The boat ride itself to get to where you're needing to go is probably going to be about 3 or 4 days. Then you're going on foot.
Okay.
That's what's gonna take the longest. Which
in that case, yeah. Sorry, you go ahead.
Which I was going to ask if you guys want me to fill that out and make something out of that, or if we just want to skip right to the meat of it.
It depends on if there's anything there in between.
I can make it like this. I can make something work.
Because there's nothing wrong with being like, so you travel for several weeks.
Yeah. Because the meat itself, like whenever you guys get there, that's going to be at least 3 or 4 sessions, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Depending on how things roll out.
I mean, if you're having fun with it, then yeah, you can stretch it a bit more if you wish. But I'm happy with going straight to the meat of it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Y'all were okay? Okay.
Like,
Especially since we got a practice run in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to, with the color system, like on what Jay is doing, how he can do the colored circle.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that so it's easier to keep up with what we have active and
Yeah.
when that trigger it. Like, I'm going to be refining a lot of this, so it'll be a lot easier next time.
All right.
Okay. Well, that was really fun.
I hope so. It was awkward as fuck, and I'm sorry, but
Okay.
No, it was good. I mean, granted, I was awkward trying to get my quotes together, but it came with time.
It's all right. I spent like a good 2 minutes looking for a quote of mine that was really dumb, so...
I was wanting to warn you guys that you needed some kind of exorcism quotes up, but that would have given everything away.
Well, yeah. I think I might have flubbed my exorcism quote just a touch bit as I was saying it, but I don't remember it anymore.
I think you guys did perfect.
Sweet. But yeah, the important thing is, hey, it was a great story. Like, I'm having fun with this.
Good.
And I actually really like the red, blue, yellow system.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. It's good. I like it.
Again, I'm going to refine it so it's going to be a little bit easier to keep up with.
Well, essentially, it's giving us just more of an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think works really well with developed characters, like older characters who know what they're doing.
Like, because again, if I roll like a bullshit 1 or 2 for divinations, like fuck it, roll wild.
Mm-hmm.
And it just gets like that little bit of an edge, having 2 rolls.
And I think there was, in this entire thing, there was only 2 flubbed rolls, which was mine and yours.
Yeah, like I flubbed
the God
roll.
Yeah.
Yep. Meanwhile, me hoarding all the crits.
You did do a draw too, so.
D20.
Yeah.
D20.
See, I told you his Deus Mecha is more involved than ours
are. Yeah, but he just grants us the ability to be more of what we should be. He doesn't actually get down in the dirt and do anything. It's hard to explain. I'm organic. I can't explain it as well as a mech can.
Can I have a cup? Yeah. Whenever you come back. Thank you.
Sure.
What do you think about Shinra, Dasani? What you know of so far?
From what I know of, like, yeah, I know she's a good person to be around, sort of thing, but kind of comes off a bit creepy, actually.
Good. I'm glad. That was my point.
Alright, cool. Because, yeah, you definitely nailed the creepy part of things. Like, that thing that she was doing with her hand and her neck, the way that she attempts to speak in our language and just doesn't understand things. Real culture shock, stuff like that.
Good, okay, that's what I'm going for.
Also, the abilities that she has is, it kind of leaves everyone questioning. Like, okay, yeah, she's doing something good, but is it going to negatively affect us in the end?
Also what I was going for.
Alright, cool. Yep, in that case, yeah, you nailed it.
Good. Something I told Big, I don't think this is a spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
There is a 50-50 chance you guys could, like, she could turn out to be the bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Like, depending on how things play out. So.
Okay.
It all depends on how Kane and Giuliano see things, and another reason why I was wanting to get this group to play together. I just thought it'd be really fun and interesting to do.
Yep. And I should probably also ask, as Giulianos, like, do you think I performed okay with that? I didn't fail too many times with it?
Not at all. It was awesome.
Alright, cool. Because, getting these quotes together, having them for the right time period, it's real taxing.
I agree. There was a lot of hers that I didn't even touch, and I meant to, but I don't know where they are. I've got them written, but I pretty much have her Bible written, but I don't know where I put it.
Yeah. The other thing is, I actually kind of need to write out like a compendium for the Bible.
I think we all do, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of need to do that for harmonic resonance, but the thing is, I do have like a lot of quotes from it, but they're just so disorganized.
Yeah. I think it was a good thing we did this, like, filler episode.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna call it, because now we know what we need to
Work on.
get together. That way
Yep.
next time we'll be more ready. So,
Yeah, out of Julianos' abilities, I didn't get to use Cast Light, Healing, Magic Armor, or Flame of the Holy Boiler, but I was planning on using Flame of the Holy Boiler as my second bonus move. If my maul didn't,
Yeah.
manage to kill that thing, I was going to try to burn it. But
Like, if there was,
the only
like-
reason that your maul killed it is because you guys' blessed weapons connected.
yeah,
and like I like that because I wasn't thinking about that. Like how I would have done it is they rolled like Julianos rolled really close,
They got near a draw. Yeah.
near of a draw, so I would have had that severely wound it and have his second move be the one that killed it.
Mm. If you hadn't had him pinned with your weapon,
Yeah,
that's what would have happened.
Mm.
But it was a shadow creature.
yeah.
So his maul went mostly through it,
yeah.
and the blessed weapons connected, and both of your gods went, "Oh hey, fuck this thing! You want a tag team? Hell yeah!" And that's what happened.
And then our arms got that horrible
The
thing
ringing
where whenever
sound.
you hit a baseball just right,
right.
and you want to die.
That's where the draw came in. That's where the near draw came in, anyway.
Okay.
I'm really bad at bullshitting, as you could probably tell throughout this entire thing. I had
That's
script
okay.
written out, but I never pulled it up.
Yeah.
I'm probably bad at bullshitting as well, but I imagine it's a skill that comes with time and practice.
Like Big. Big's good at that.
Big is good at bullshitting. Big the
Mob Run
bullshitter.
opening.
The what?
The Mob Run opening. When I looked at you, I
I'm
was hoping
sorry.
you would take it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm
Yeah.
the GM. I need to do it.
I'm also... Okay, so minor apologies here. I kind of wanted to have the Kane and Julianos interaction like go on for a bit longer, but I was just trying to struggle to get the momentum of it going.
No, it's fine.
Same.
I think,
like what I was expecting to happen was the conversation would go on for like a couple more sentences.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kane was going to invite Julianos to his house,
Mhm.
which I have made.
I
Okay.
saw that, but I don't want to see everything from your campaign.
Yeah.
Alright, yep.
The church, I've seen the new Kane, which I'm so upset about. But
However,
Yeah,
I will... I'm pretty sure that by now you have like a generalized picture of what harmonic resonance is all about.
Yeah.
If not, you can probably have a look at this recording and you'll see like a Word document come up every so now and then, which has virtually all of what Julianos has said to Juliet, aside from that one conversation that we had recently. And it's got like everything that has been documented that Julianos has said. Speaking of, I need to go back and actually record what Juliet and Julianos talked about. But yeah, great game.
1 second.
Take your time.
I'm right to
Oh,
stop recording now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I think so.
If you like this
Unless you
video, hit subscribe and give us a thumbs up. I'm not gonna do that. Seriously, don't.
do it, bitch.
Do
No, you want it? No, okay.